Hey, here's something I can do this time that I couldn't do before. I can do the thumbnail in camera. Here's the poster. All right, they gave us a poster. So I just saw the new Apes movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. 2 of those, you gotta love that. Well, this is a competently made franchise movie. Kind of came out of nowhere, thought they might have been done for a while, but of course they're never gonna let this property go. And it's fine, it's good. It's by a director named Wes Ball, who made some YA adaptations, Maze Runner or something like that, that I'm not familiar with. And it's very well done. It's amazing how even middling blockbusters now can have like an incredible effects. Like Godzilla, Kong had, it was a gorgeous movie to look at with very exciting action. I just remember when bad sequels used to have like, really bad effects and be really dumb and be like remarkable for how bad they were. Now it's just kind of like, yeah, that was, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, and it looked spectacular, and it was competently done, and it had pathos. I just don't know why I should care. I don't know why it exists. So this is a reboot, probably the start of at least a new trilogy. We had the 3 Apes movies, 2 of which were directed by Matt Reeves, and those were the I thought really excellent ones, because he's got a real perspective, and I felt like those movies, there was something special about that trilogy, especially since no one thought, we were coming off of the Tim Burton Apes, nobody thought this franchise had any legs, and it was a beating a dead horse kind of a situation. And then to have 3 pretty darn good movies with a perspective that took this franchise to a new place was very unexpected. Now it just kind of feels like, yeah, okay, I don't know, I got a lot of things to do. I don't know if I have room in my heart for more Apes movies. Here's the thing about Apes, from my perspective as a sort of old guy. I grew up, I was born in the 70s. I was born just a couple years before Star Wars. I grew up in the 80s. So Apes was always those cheesy movies from the 60s, from just before my time, with the rubber masks, pre-animatronics, pre-CGI, which we got in the 90s. And so it just, I had to get older to appreciate them as kind of heady idea movies, sci-fi for the thinking man, because there was nothing exciting about them to me as a kid. So I don't have I don't have any nostalgia or any roots or stakes in this franchise. But as I say, those recent reboot movies, they actually surprised me. They were good. The weird thing about this franchise compared to other franchises is that you can really do anything. And you kind of feel that in this new one. And that should be a good thing, because there's franchises like Terminator, for example, where they've never been able to crack how to tell new interesting stories in the Terminator universe. It was a great movie, and then an incredible sequel that was essentially just a twisty remake of the first one, and then just nothing but bad sequels ever since. Yeah, okay, Dark Fate was interesting, but too little too late. And even to a certain degree, it feels like Star Wars can't stop telling the same story over and over and over again, because it's got beats that you have to hit. And I know they're desperately trying to change that now with High Republic or whatever, but this is a franchise, I feel like the original Apes movies, one to the next, are so bonkers and so different and so crazy, and they bring in different creative people and they try new things, and there's people worshiping a bomb, and like, so it feels like anything goes. It feels like there are certain beats here that they're hitting, apes hunting humans, and so there's certain, the music is recalling there, so there are like feelings and vibes and moments that are recalling the original. But the story, it's gonna just be about you can come at this idea of a planet of apes evolved from humans, you can come at it from different angles, from the past, from the future. Which part of the conflict are we in? Which stage of evolution are we in? You can pretty much do anything you want. And so I guess what I'm saying is I wish them well. This is a competent movie. It's not bad. I don't have a lot of criticisms. I looked at the cast list, and I recognize on sight some of the people, but everyone's in mocap suits. There's one recognizable human character actor in this movie. I'm not going to spoil who it is. I think he's right there on the cast list, but I won't. I'll leave that for you to discover if you're going to go see it. This movie is fine, and I can't think of much more to say about it. But I have reviewed it. It's an out of the theater review. I don't know. My ideas are more fresh. Sometimes I have to sit with them for a while, but I kind of knew what I thought about this movie halfway through. So that's all. It's too long, too. It's 2.5 hours long. Can we just make movies bearable again? I mean, I love movies, and if a really good movie is over 2 hours, I don't notice. Challengers is 2:12, 2:15, something like that, and I didn't notice because that movie is engrossing. This movie, again, not bad, not slow, well done. I just don't know. It's just like, there's so much available. There's so much going on. There's so much that you can do with your time, and yet here I am. But sharing these thoughts with you is what makes this worthwhile. So thanks for watching. I will be back again soon with more reviews. I'm actually going to Las Vegas next week for the first time for a few days to see a friend of mine. If you ever heard my movie podcast, Holds Up, which is still out there floating around, you can find it in your podcast app, with my buddy Dan Hammer. I haven't seen him in a while, and we're going to Vegas together. I've got some content stockpiled, so you'll still see stuff from me next week. You might see this next week. I don't know when this is actually going to get. I might be in Vegas as you see this. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you again very soon. And like, share, Patreon, all those things. This is Josh, live from the movies, saying good night, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.